Hey garden friends, I am out to do my grocery shopping. I hate grocery shopping. I don't know why, but I'm determined to be more organized. I had a long list, so going grocery shopping. But first, I was going to treat myself to a trip through Lowe's. I had a friend that came, said that their garden center is filled and that I would enjoy just walking through. So that's what I'm going to do, as well as I was looking for horticultural grit. I don't think they have it in the garden center. I think it's over in by the concrete. But because I saw something similar. So I was going to check that out. So let's go and see what they've got at Lowe's on this March 28th day. It's actually sunny out, mostly sunny, and 50-something degrees. So that's kind of nice. We've been having nonstop rain, and it's going to rain again through the weekend. This is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, supposed to rain. Next week is supposed to be gorgeous, even at my house. Near 60, if not 60 degrees and sunny. So that's going to be wonderful, and I can start tackling some things there. But let's go visit and see what Lowe's has in store for us. Well, I should have known they would already have their vegetables out. Let's go see what they got. Way too early for me. I can't put anything out safely. Look at these tomatoes, Bush Goliath, red beef steak. Let's see, how much are they? 20 bucks. 20 bucks. I just started mine. It's from seeds, and I've got them going in on my light rack. So it's always fun to see what they have, though. Heartbreaker Vita, Mimi Red. Some really interesting ones I've not heard of. Summer Sandwich Tomato. Interesting. Big Beef Hybrid Tomato. Early Girl. Now I love my Early Girls, and I haven't started my seed yet. So let me see how much. It's $5. $5 for one. I wonder if I could find one that has two in it. It would be worth it if there was two in one. Sometimes you can find those that have two in them, and then you can separate them out pretty easy. And what I love about Early Girls is they're ready in 50 days, and the others are like 70, 75 days. And I can have tomatoes sooner. Well, once I'm done looking around a little bit or showing you around, I'll come back and I'll see if I can find one that's got two in it. And then that would be, what, $2.50 each? That's not too bad. So jalapenos, I just started my natapenos and my habaneros that were called habaneadas because they don't have the heat. Oh, cayenne. I was thinking of starting some cayenne from seed because I eat a lot of cayenne pepper flakes, and that would be great to grind my own. Grind my own. So, yep, lots of pretties out here. Oh, they have big things of lettuce. If you want to buy lettuce and parsley, those are $10. Yeah, they're so easy to grow from seed. You can really save a lot of money if you want to by starting from seed. Just look at this salad mix. That would be really easy to do on your own. Just throw some seeds in a large container. You could even start them indoors and then move them out when it warmed up a little bit, if it's not warm enough already where you're at. Some people around the country are warm. Lavender. Pretty lavender. Oh, I can smell the lavender. All right, let's walk around and go on in. There's some fruit trees. First, I'm going to put the camera down and see if I can find a couple of Early Girls in one pot. And they might have more inside the store part. One second. So this one, if you can see it, has two in it. See? So that one would be a good candidate. And then this one over here also has two in it. So if you look closely, these look like it got really cold last night, and it looks like they were out here, and they are not liking it. So I would be doing them a favor to buy it and put them up and put them inside of my light rack. Yeah, this one looks really, really good as far as having two that I could divide out. And yeah, I think I'm going to do that instead of going ahead. The ones I had in my DIY greenhouse were the Early Girl, and a lot of them fell to the ground, so I know they'll come up of their own. They'll come up in there as soon as it's warm enough, but I think having a head start will be great. So fair warning, I was reading the tag closely, and this one is called Bush Early Girl. It is a determinate. What I want is the regular early girl. It's indeterminate, and that means it continues producing over a period of time. Looky what I found. My favorite petunias. Wave petunias do fabulous for me. And I get them every year, and I grow them from seed. And look, I love that they have these 6-packs. They're $13. They're the big ones, so they're almost the size of a 4-inch pot each cell. I'm definitely going to grab one of these. And there's several colors. My friend was right. Right now they have an excellent choice, and I need to act on it. I wasn't going to buy any plants today, but isn't that the way it goes? Because if I wait, these won't be available. So here's the pink ones. These are beautiful. So I can pot these up, and I can keep them in the greenhouse. They're pretty tolerant of colder weather if it's in the greenhouse. So I will start some pots, and if I feel like it's going to get way too cold, then I will bring them in the house or in somewhere where they'll be protected, like in my little primrose cottage. So, got to get that cart. Look at all those violas. I love this color. Oh, those are a beautiful blue. Look at those. Those are $20, $21. And that's a salvia, marine blue. I'm looking for the hardiness zone range, because salvias range quite widely is what they can take. But look, they do have a bunch of beauties. And I'm also looking for Pro Mix. I had a viewer recommend the Pro Mix for seed starting. That's Miracle Grow. But I remember I saw it somewhere. I don't think it was here though. But it never hurts to look. You never know what you'll find. So look at, I have a whole range of them to look through. And look at these orange flowers. That's called Sunstar. Look at that. It's an interesting plant. All these succulents. Look at this, these jade plants here. Mine it looked like mealybug, and I just stuck it outside on the front porch. Don't know if it'll live, because we've had some cold temperatures, but yeah, I didn't want mealybug getting on any of my other plants. I'm looking around at the other stuff. Oh, I got dirt all over the front of my sweater from carrying that tomato plant. So I didn't see any Pro Mix. Got trees. I wonder what's on that clearance rack. It's always fun to look at the clearance rack too. Look at these beautiful trees. Arborvitaes. Now arborvitaes, they suck a lot of water, so they're not good for me. You've got to see this, the wave petunias on the clearance rack. So these are $7 each instead of $13. So I can buy two. And I did. I grabbed two of them. You gotta always check these clearance racks. You never know what you'll find. And the petunias will do fine. I'll pot them up and they will just thrive. Look at this neat tree. It's called a snow white tea tree. Look at those beautiful little blooms. Now it's hardy in zone 8, but I'm always pushing it if I put them in my garden, even though I'm at 8B. Many times things won't last through our heavy, heavy snows. And I wonder, I need to look this up and see how it does. Maybe other people's experience with it. So if you've seen that before or you tried it, let me know how it did for you. So, what? Are these the Diplodenia or are they the Mandevilla? I can't tell them apart until I read the... Oh, Diplodenias. Oh, look at the peonies starting to come up. Ooh, what is that? Sarah Bernhardt. Oh, beautiful. Oh, what? They have, look at that here. Now, last year they didn't have these out early, or I missed them. And so here's sweet potato vine. I have been overwintering mine, and they take up a lot of space because I have so many of them. Look at this, it's interesting. You see right around the rim it has purple on it? That's new to me. These, I love these. They're just so gorgeous in hanging baskets with other flowers, such a dramatic. And I've not been able to overwinter the purple ones well, so those are $9. And I didn't see any on the clearance rack. I should look again, just in case. Every dollar counts, and a lot of plants. Like look at the petunias. That's the ones that were on clearance rack, and this is one on the regular rack. Can you see a difference? So I'll put the one on the regular rack back, and I will just get 2 for 1. This is Evergold Japanese Sedge. That's pretty. I wonder if that is in my zone. Let's see. 0 to -10. Yeah, that would be really neat. I like that. I'll have to debate on that one. Think about where I want to put it. I don't want to buy plants just because I think they're pretty, though many times I am guilty of that. I buy things with no real plan for them, and they sit in pots forever because I don't know where I'm going to put them, and that's not good. Okay, look, here's Diamond Frost Euphorbia. Is that it? Yep, Diamond Frost Euphorbia. Those I did really well for me, and through the summer. They won't overwinter. But there's the newer ones, and here's the ones that have been here a little while. What a difference, huh? I don't know how much these are. Oh, they're $7 a piece. But I have plenty of alyssum that I grow from seed that is pretty too. So I'll go with that and save my dollars. More pansies over there. And look at all this. Just gorgeous. The calla lilies. Now, they're easy to find if you get them in season. If you're looking for them before their season, you won't find them. So know that if you're not finding them in one spot, it just might not be the season for them yet. Look at these beautiful white ones. I love these. Gorgeous. Yeah, lilies do great for me as long as the gophers don't eat them. And they come back every year. And my Asiatic lilies will spread. I haven't tried the calla lilies spreading. Look at these hydrangeas. These are all gorgeous. This kind don't do well for me because we get the late freezes that freeze off all the flower buds, so I rarely get blooms. Oh, look at the fuchsias. I had one I kept for a couple of years, and then it just kind of faded away. So I know they don't live over the winter for me. So I'm trying to go with Tuscan Blue Rosemary. I have a friend that's been wanting to give me cuttings, and I haven't taken her up on it yet, or she hasn't been able to get it to me. So I just might buy one of those. It's tougher nails, and I'll compare it to my other ones, how they grow. Okay, so I am going to get a couple of these, and I'm going to use them in containers. And they are very hardy, so I can leave them at 0 to 10 degrees. So I can use them as a centerpiece. They get almost 2 feet tall for a couple of nice containers. So I think that is just beautiful. So I put back the wave petunia that wasn't on sale. And these, yes, I can't wait to do that. And I can put around the edge an annual that, like in the winter, have petunias or pansies around it, or violas, and in the summer have the petunias or something else. We got more pansies over here, and look at, they have the dianthus down there. A lot of these things I'd have to keep in the greenhouse still for a little while, but it would be doable, completely doable. Geraniums there. Looks like they have a little bit of lobelia, celosia, or celosia, some people call it. Let me see what kind of Monrovia, what kind of lobelia is this? Magadi Compact Blue Lobelia. That looks pretty. They got bigger flowers than the ones I usually get. Oh, there's some lantana. Butterflies love that. So, oh, look at the lilies over there. Those are Asiatic lilies. They have pots already potted up. So people just want to plop them on their porch. That's nice and convenient. Looks like they got a couple of roses over there. Let's go check them out. I'm tempted by these lobelia to see how they do in my garden. Isn't that pretty blue? Gotta get them. Okay, they will have to stay in the greenhouse for now. But, so, let's see. Whoops. Oh, it's true love. All of the beauty, none of the disease. Interesting. $24.98, $25 basically. I do love a good red rose. So let me see, is this a hybrid tea? Floribunda, what? Doesn't say, or if it does, I'm missing it. So I'm gonna look at the base to see if it could be own root. It does look like it's own root. Temptation indeed. I'm gonna go for own root. I don't have anywhere for a rose right now, red rose, but it's an option. Okay, for me, this is just a fantasy plant. When I lived down in the San Joaquin Valley, I could grow bougainvillea, but no chance here in the mountains, unless I had a heated greenhouse I could bring it into in the winter. But don't you love that color? And this one, isn't that amazing? Oh, look at this. Here's some pink jasmine. I think mine didn't make it. It was doing great for the longest time, and then just recently it's looking rather dead. I think these are so interesting, the foxtail ferns. I don't think they're hardy for me either. I'm pretty sure I had checked that out before. So, yeah, I try to stick with plants that are hardy for me and go from there. This is the paver sand. I put it between my pavers on my little patio in front of my primrose cottage, and that's what all the violas seeded in and are growing like crazy. So if you want a seed starting mix for violas, try using this. It works, seems to work great. See if I can get that bird up there. He's singing so pretty. Can you see him? Let me zoom in. Just singing away. They're so glad that the sun is shining. Do you like orchids? They have a whole bunch of them on the clearance rack here. And isn't this so pretty? Oh, look at this one. Isn't that one interesting? I've had minimal success with them, but they are pretty when they're blooming. I was trying to find something that would go well with the sedge in my containers for the spring. I might have to go and check out some of the violas, but I am rather tempted by this one. Whoops. Got to be careful. King Car Dalmatian. Isn't that pretty? And it has a few more buds coming on it, so I could enjoy it for a while. I need it like a hole in the head. I need to be more self-disciplined. More self-disciplined. Oh, I can't get through there. But some shrubbery. And I need to think of what is on my list that I need instead of gawking at all the beautiful flowers. But on the way back, I will check out something that maybe the lobelia would be perfect, but I think it's still too cold for it to put in a container, and I want to do some spring containers, so I'll have to look some more. Well, here's something different I haven't seen before. They've got chicken feed. I don't know, do they have chicken feed at your local Lowe's? I've never heard of this brand, so I'm not sure about it. I'd have to look it up before I bought it for mine. That reminds me, I do need some chicken feed, but I look things up well before I purchase them if they're new to me, just to be sure, because I love giving my chickens the best. And then I know they produce the best eggs for me, the most nutritious. So, interesting to know. Once I look it up, if it turns out to be a very good brand or I would say a white labeled brand for a major brand, which is usually where a major brand like Purina or something would sell it, and they'll let Lowe's put their own name on it, and that's called white labeling. So it could be the same feed, just in a different package. So flakes, these are good. Medium flake is what I usually get. So good to know. I wonder how long that will last, or if it's just a one-time deal. I like how they have them already in containers for people who just want the convenience of putting them out. What is this? I've never heard that. Purple Prince Alternanthera. I wonder if it's an annual or a perennial. It's Morovia. Hardy to 32. It's tender, so it wouldn't make it. That would be pretty in a planter with other things. Even my sedge I have here, Silver Star Helichrysum. So what is that? It's hardy to 32. Okay. Rolling down, here is a small container of the sweet potato vine. I know that's tender, but 40 degrees. Yeah, that would have to go inside until I got warmer weather. It's the only thing about living in the mountains. It stays cold a long time. Now, dianthus will take the cold. I have a bunch I could dig up and put in the pots. That might work. And I wouldn't have to spend any more money. The pansies always catch my eye. But I already planted pansies. Snapdragons. I have a bunch of seeds I need to get going. Oh, marigolds. Oh, that's right. I need to look for French marigold seeds to put in. These are African marigolds. I want French. Okay. So as you can see, this Lowe's is just runneth over with new plants. It is spring, of course. Old Glory lilac. I have plenty of lilacs. I gave away a bunch, in fact, that I started from basil cuttings. So, alrighty, friends, that is it for, what are these? Coral bells, isn't that beautiful? Caramel coral bells. Okay, enough. If I don't get out of here, I'll spend my budget for sure. Well, since I hadn't planned on getting anything, I already did, but... Well, here's a lighter color of that. Oh no, this is Olithidora. Okay, I have this. It's beautiful by my front. I have a pot in front, and I have the dark blue one, and it does so well. Okay, I didn't find the Pro Mix. I'm going to go see if I can find some seed starting mix. Okay, so I have a gourd seeds, and they say to start them in something like this. I don't need that many. Well, for $4, but I've not been really successful with peat pots before. Have you? I'll give them one more shot. I don't think I have even any. I even have the poo pots, and I just did terrible in them, but maybe I'll try them for $3.50. I'll give it a whirl and see how they do for those gourds. So there's one of those seed starting kits for $11. But I don't like them when they have the little mesh on them. You see the mesh? That does not go away. You'll find that in your garden forever. So I can't see how that's very helpful. Oh, here's some calla lily bulbs. So I am actually over here looking for French marigolds. And I see a lot of vegetables, chives. I had a friend that gave me a bunch of chive seeds. Oh, I don't see any. I wonder if I missed all the flower. A bunch of veggies, seeds here. Oh well, I know Botanical Interest is sold out of the French marigold seeds, so I was hoping to find some here, or I could try at the Ace Hardware close to me, and they carry Botanical Interest seeds as well as Renee's Garden seeds. I really like Renee's Garden seeds. Okay, this is vegetables again. Up here is a few flowers. There's a French double dwarf. French double dwarf. These are the ones that suppress the nematodes or whatever that are harmful. So, let's see, $2.49. I guess one would be enough. It looks like there's a lot of seed. Oh, 125. Yeah, one will do me. Oh, look at this. They have the coleus. I just started some coleus. That's a pretty color, huh? I started a mix, so I may get that color in it. Okay, make sure I put that in my cart, yeah. Okay, herbs. You know what? I don't have any parsley. Let me see. They got any parsley? There's cilantro. I have a bunch of cilantro. Cilantro, cress, dill, oregano, parsley. Italian dark green, plain or single. Italian dark green. I guess I'll go with Italian dark green. Parsley. And there's triple curled. I wonder, I don't think I've ever tested different parsleys against each other, but I have a lot of recipes that call for fresh parsley, so. Okay, I'll try the Italian dark green. That looks like a good one. Zinnias. I have a ton of zinnia seeds. Do not need anything. I have a bunch of sweet peas started. And, hollyhocks. Okay, I need to get away from here. Found my French marigolds. I don't need anything else right now. I still have tons of packages of seeds. Alrighty. Some more of those. Look at that yellow one on top. Oh, that looks like it's getting noisy, so I'm going to sign off from right here, and we'll talk a little bit later. So I always carry this handy basket in the back of my car to hold plants, so I don't have to worry about them rolling all over. So there's the sedge. I think this is going to be so gorgeous in a container. I love the variegated foliage, just gorgeous. And then these lobelias, like I said, they have bigger flowers than on any one I've ever seen. Regular lobelia have smaller flowers, so maybe these will be a little hardier for me. You know, I do much better with trailing lobelia than I do with the regular that you get in 6 packs. My 2 bargain basement wave petunias, if I could get those every year, then I wouldn't bother growing from seed, because yeah, I'll just have to remember, what is this, March? I'll remember March, come in and see. I don't always get out. Like somebody's having a hard time starting their truck. So my Tuscan blue rosemary, I'm going to take cuttings from this. I told you I was going to show you how to do cuttings of that and lavender. And here's my trusty dusty 2 tomatoes. So $5, that's now $2.50 each. So well worth it. So they all fit in there and they will stay put. And the last few items, I got a new kitty litter scoop, seeds, and that. So they got their car started. So my flower friends, that was my trip to Home Depot in late March, and it was filled with beautiful, beautiful plants. Some of them I couldn't get right now because it's too cold. This area is closer to a zone 9, but it does serve zone 8, 7s, because a lot of people come down the mountain to visit this place, this Lowe's. So yeah, I had a great time, spent more money than I anticipated, but there were things that I needed, so it wasn't totally frivolous. The sedge was a pleasant surprise. I did want to look for things that I could pot up some spring containers that will last through to summer, that I could switch out the annuals with if I wish to. So that's coming up. I'll plant up those containers and figure out what I want to put with it. I didn't get any of the, I probably should have picked up some of those pretty violas. That would have worked well, but no matter. I'll figure it out. I just might have to take another trip to another garden center. I don't know. Break my heart, right? All right. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.